Mission Monday update. My name is Sue Roscoff, and I am an ambassador here with Project Die Hard, and we've got a fun evening ahead of us. It's going to be a little different tonight. We received word not too long ago that our founder and president, Brian Gibson, who normally is here to give the update, is not able to join us tonight after all. So he's got some more important things to be tackling at the moment. But we will have him back here next week, along with an amazing guest that we have lined up for next week. So stay tuned for that. I will share a little more detail in that in just a little bit. But for some information to give you some updates here from what's all been happening over the past week, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to our Facebook page. Are you watching Facebook? Are you part of the Project Die Hard group? If you're not, you need to do that. Check out my my line at the top there. It's facebook.com/Project Die Hard 22. Go ahead and give us a like, follow, all the things. That's where you find out what's all going on. And Brian's amazing and the team with how much is being posted here. And if you want to going on, that's really your best place to go to keep up. So I am going to go ahead and just walk us through a moment here of what is all happening. Just going to flip back, making sure that you can see what I'm seeing. So our last show was on the 13th. We did mention that here, this post is from the 12th. We are working very hard. There's a lot that's happened this week, but working very hard to get this motorcycle project happening. So it says right on here, my team is still decision-making. More information about this will be coming soon. All we know is that God has blessed the mission and the community support is starting to come. So please consider what you can do to help out with the motorcycle project. If you're not familiar with what that is, you need to find out more. Are you someone who likes to work on motorcycles? Do you want to learn how to work on motorcycles? Do you have some skills that would be part of that? We have an opportunity. We have a story to go with that, but that's one that I will let Brian share. And actually, you can find out more on projectdiehard.org's website. But as far as rehashing through some of those history pieces that go with this, that I will leave for Brian to do. But know this, there's a motorcycle that's in hundreds of pieces right now. It needs to be assembled. We need parts. We need people who know what they're doing. And we need to get this built. There's a great opportunity here on so many levels to have some skills that you can learn to be able to teach others how to do this and what that all involves. And there is a plan. There is already in place what is going to happen with this motorcycle once it is complete. I think you know about how there was an event recently with the I'm going to get the name wrong now, but with the Mania Wrestling. I will look that up. We'll find this. But there is the wrestling organization that brought Die Hard in recently is offering to be able to take this motorcycle once it's built and have it travel with their shows, with their performances, with their events. And people can see this. It will be part of what is being promoted. Okay, so as of a week ago, it says Veterans of Kentucky VFW has blessed Project Die Hard. We've been blessed with this. There it is right there, the Little Mania Wrestling. That is what I was referring to, and I was missing the name. So it's taking the motorcycle on tour nationwide, and we need help. So On the Mark TV is going to be promoting this along with Nonprofit TV and the Disability Channel. What do you see as where this can go? Because there is so much opportunity in this. As it shows right here, it does take a village. We're going to be promoting the build that is going to be happening. We need, so in the event the logistics for the nationwide tour are not fulfilled, we still need the people to see what veterans can do with the right support. Forward operating base Rush is also being built in the process here. There are boxes being put out locally, and really, I think we can have those go as far and wide as you are who are listening to this, to raise funds to complete this motorcycle build, because where that's going to go and what that's going to do for the mission is huge. So that is something that if you want to donate specifically for the build, for this motorcycle build, please do that. At the same time, if you can also be prayerfully considering whether you could be a patron for Project Die Hard specifically, or I should say generally, because you can donate specifically for a project or for needs of the mission overall. We're currently looking for 100 people, 100 groups, 100 organizations, 100 who will commit to donating $22 a month. When we reach that milestone, new game, because that will be taking care of those financial needs on a month-to-month basis for operating the organization, and then we do need more on top of that. I'm just saying it plain here. Money is needed to complete the building. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's keep going. Oh yes, October 13th. It was the Navy's birthday. So happy birthday, Navy, as of a week ago. But again, as I'm backing up through what we have all done here on this past week, says Die Hard 6 put it out. Now it's time to join Kentucky Legal Aid and let's get our first facility built. Then it's in God's plan for where Fort Hope will go. So first up, we've got we've got FOB Rush being built in Makanda, Illinois. Next up is the nation's headquarters for Project Die Hard, which will be Fort Hope. It's going to go somewhere in Western Kentucky. Exact location is still being determined, but in God's time, we will know where that is. And there it is. That was, last week I missed the show. This week he's missing the show. So there's a lot that happened. You're able to go ahead and find that replay in both the YouTube channel and on the Facebook page. With the podcast from last night, I'm reading it to you here, from last week. Why would you say no to a veteran in need? Why would anyone? I can't even imagine. That's why I'm here. And if you don't ask, it's an automatic no. So we're asking, will you donate? Will you volunteer? Will you become a Club 22 member? What is that? Well, that's a good one. You need to know what that is, because the 22nd of the month is coming up real quick here. The goal with Club 22 is to have restaurants who will pledge to have a portion of their proceeds on the 22nd of the month to go right back to Project Die Hard. Loopy Larry's is one that is doing that for us, and I want to know which other restaurants will be joining us. It is such an easy thing to do. I know even our ski club locally here, our daughter, she's a teenager, and she is set up for some groups, for our group to go to some local businesses. We've got one a month that are set up right now so that our club can go dine in where, or take it to go, depending on where it is. And a portion of the proceeds goes back to our ski club. Well, this is the exact same concept. To be a member of Club 22, all you're doing is going to certain locations where they're participating in this, and part of your spend that you have at their location then turns into a donation that goes right back to Project Die Hard. You can do it at Loopy Larry's if you're local there to Paducah, Kentucky. If you're not, You can help us by finding locations. Inquire, see if they would be willing to do this on the 22nd of every month and make a difference. I'm going to scroll on up here. Again, why would you say no to a vet in need? Mark your calendar. On the third Saturday of the month, what are we doing? We are doing the Die Hard Drive. That is what we are calling on the third Saturday of the month, which this past Saturday was that. Then mark your calendar upcoming November 15th and December 20th. That is the third Saturday of the month for the rest of the year. And what is that? It says right on here, every month will look a little different, from donation drives to hands-on projects to serve hands-on projects to community meals. The project that will be different each time, but the mission remains the same: to serve those who have served us. Join the drive, be the difference. It is more than just a day of service. It is a rallying point for neighbors, friends, families, and local organizations to come together and make a real impact. So it is a time that you can set aside and know that we will be gathering on location at Forward Operating Base Rush. And as we have more locations that open in the future, it will be whatever is local to you, whatever is closest, wherever you can get yourself to be in person and be able to join in what's happening there. Next up, Wisdom Wednesday. We know it is Wisdom Wednesday every Wednesday, and Die Hard 6 says, look at the RSVP date on here. We're looking for a great turnout. We will do our best to you. Check this out. Sutherland Baptist Temple. Here, I'm going to make this a little bigger for you to see. We all do a little. God's kingdom grows and grows within the veteran community. Veterans Day celebration will be taking place at Southland Baptist Temple on Sunday, November 9th at 10:30 a.m. And they're looking for RSVPs to come in by October 28th. So it says right on here, again, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that it's easier for me to read and for you to see on your screen as well. All veterans and their guests will have a special seat during the service. Friends and family will have special seating as well. Following the program, there will be a complimentary meal for the veteran and their guest. Each veteran will receive a free gift as a small token of our gratitude. Registration is required for all attendees, but what a great opportunity to get together with other veterans, to celebrate and honor, and to just gather as a wonderful community together. Again, that will be taking place on Sunday, November 9th at 10:30 a.m. let me back this back out again, at Southland Baptist Temple in Paducah, Kentucky. The address is on there, 927 Yarborough Lane. So please go ahead and contact them so that you can reserve your spot. What a great opportunity. It's kind of like our events that take place where the, it's at the IHOPs, where our community can get together and celebrate our veterans on a monthly basis. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the breakfast event that happens on the first Wednesday of the month. It's a great thing to look forward to each month. And here's another opportunity where it is the Veterans Day celebration that they are having take place here just ahead of Veterans Day. So please join them. It's going to be awesome. If you are not a veteran yourself, go and volunteer. Make a difference that way. If you are not able to be there, you know what you can do? Pray for a wonderful event and for all those who will be in attendance. And maybe there's going to be something closer to home to you if you are not able to be there. Okay, posted on the 15th, PDH Wisdom Wednesday again here. We have find and support our community support members. Check this out, Crossroads Lawn and Garden. They have taken on the task for our mission. Visit them, find out who you can help. They are going to be a wonderful supporter, along with The Rock Royal Oaks. I absolutely love how many groups are getting on board. They are going to be assisting with DH1 build, Die Hard 1. That's the motorcycle. That's the motorcycle project. Die Hard 1 needs to be built. And the Royal Oaks here, the Rock Royal Oaks, that is going to be a group that is making a big difference in that actually getting completed. So thank you to them. Thank you to Crossroads. Visit them. Find out what you can do and what you can do there and what they can do for you. That is huge thanks their way for what they're doing to contribute. Let's see here. I'm going to go back and scroll on up. October 16th. Did you see what happened here? At 11 a.m., there was an amazing event that took place. It says build partner announcement took place. So that's what happened at 11 a.m. on last week on the 16th. That was on Thursday. Give some thanks to those that are contributing. I know we just talked about that. There were cans that are going out for donations to help with paying for that motorcycle build. And Brian had a comment on here that says we need to place 9 more cans, and we need to find out from you. Are you one of those locations, or do you know a location where those cans can be placed for donations to be accepted? Again, all praise and glory goes to God for our blessings. When complete, Forward Operating Base Rush will provide skill training, therapy, counseling, and a safe, secure place for 12 single veterans and 2 veterans with their families for up to a year. Can't say that often enough, so people can see what is the goal here. This location is there. There's a 10,000 square foot building on site now. It needs renovation for that to be able to happen, for the veterans to be able to actually stay there. What is there now? There's a meeting space. There's a kitchen, an approved kitchen. If you are a veteran organization that would like to be able to use the space for your meetings, for your events, guess what? You can do that. Reach out. Let us know what you would like to do and when you would like to use that space. There's all sorts of opportunity there. So I highly encourage you to consider that as an option. Oh, look at that. That's what it looks like. This is what the can looks like for making donations. We will be starting the build once we have enough money raised. And it says right on here, the estimated cost to complete Die Hard 1 build is $17,000. It's not a cheap date, but I'm telling you, it is worth it. It is absolutely worth it. I'm going to blow this up again so you can see what's written on the can. This is how the mission started. Check it out. Go to projectdiehard.org and find the story. It says the more money you put in this ammo can, and it fights the war on veteran suicide. Our build partner will have it completed when the money is raised. So you can follow the progress on the Mark TV. You can also follow with Nonprofit TV Network and the Disability Channel. Little Mania Midget Wrestling All-Stars will be taking Die Hard 1 on tour with them nationwide, and you can get a ticket to win it. You heard that right. It will be raffled off. So you can actually get a ticket or many tickets to be able to be the new owner of Die Hard 1. What do you think about that? Please, what can you do to help make a difference here as we go along with this project? Our events provide fellowship. Come and see. You help. It says, I say thank you. This is actually Brian writing this. You help. I say thank you and God bless. Come check this out. The first ask that is, I'm saying it in first person because that's how it's written. The first ask I have is come and see God's plan, see what we do, Come to Die Hard Drive every third Saturday of the month. Come to the fellowship breakfast the first Wednesday of the month. So now you see twice a month. So every couple weeks, there's an event taking place where you can come and do something. Actually do something. That could look like just, showing up. And that's okay. Come and show up. That's first step in anything here. So no, and then we're not beating around the bush. A veteran dies if you say no. If you don't ask, it's an automatic no. This Project Die Hard, this organization was founded in 2018 by a veteran for our veterans. So I strongly encourage you to check out what is happening, to keep up to date by following us here with this update that we do every Monday night. And with all the things going on here on Facebook, you can follow on a daily basis what's happening. Our community support program. We have outreach partners that help spread the mission in the community, which includes, again, On the Mark TV has been such a blessing. It says right on here, November 1st, we're going to reach 750 million worldwide. That is the reach. And guess what? If you are part of our community support program, there's an amazing opportunity here, because you count that, right? You see it on your screen. We're reaching millions of people through On the Mark TV as a community support partner, as a legit partner with us. You can have a 2-minute video that you can create, and it will be on the Mark TV. All you have to do is share who you are, share what you do, and share why you support Project Die Hard. Pretty simple, right? You got 2 minutes of video that you can put together and make that happen, and it will be spread far and wide. Talk about win-win. As if you need an actual reason to be a supporter. There's a massive one right there. It still makes my head spin when I think about that. That shouldn't even, anybody who's got a business who can make a difference, or an individual who can make a difference here, there's no reason to hesitate. There's too much good going on. Okay, I see we do have a video here that I'm going to go ahead and make big and share. Just making sure I'm not missing anything with anyone who is watching right now. So here is a message from Brian.
Hey guys, Die Hard 6 here. We're at Forward Operating Base Rush because it is the Die Hard Drive, the third Saturday of the month. So we shall see who will show up to 189 Haven of Love Drive, Makanda, Illinois, and lend a hand. Okay, today's task: those need to come out of there and get spread all around the property and then put into the ground. Let's see if I can make it there without going offline, because hey, we don't have any internet. It was either pay the bill, the electric bill, or have internet. So guess what we're doing. Oh, we're back. So I found the reach. Let's see if I can zoom. See that? That's where that wood needs to go. All right. Okay, guys. Come lend a hand. That's all I can ask. You want to see where your donation goes? Come, take a look. Remember, pray for the mission, share the mission, volunteer for the mission, and if you can, become a patron. All right, we hope to see you here today. Die Hard 6 out.
So you got a glimpse of the property there. You got a glimpse of what needed to happen last Saturday when we had that event taking place. And here, I'm just going to put my face back on here for just a moment because you've been seeing my screen for so long. Let's talk. We've got opportunity to actually be there. You got a glimpse of the site, right? That is Forward Operating Base Rush. It's located in Makanda, Illinois. From me, that's about 7 hours away, I believe. So that is something where I need to get there. I haven't been there on site yet. Everyone who I've talked to who has been there, I get the constant feedback that it's a real experience to actually get your feet on the site there, to walk around and feel what's going on. There's something special about that location. There's a lot that's going to be taking place there. There's so much to be said for the good that's going to take place for our veterans, but it's going to take a lot of work for us to get that ready. We need the property ready. It's open for anyone to be a volunteer. It's not hard to be a volunteer. We all have volunteered for things before, right? This is an opportunity where you can go, you can make plans on the third Saturday of the month. It's open for you to go there on site. So currently we just have the one site, right? So at this point in time on the third Saturday in November and December, make a plan. Go show up, go make a difference. It's there. So I know, I'm pretty sure it will be one of the updates here that I have. One of the posts that's in Facebook. I'll get to that in just a moment. But guess how many people showed up just a couple days ago when we had our I'm going to call it the inaugural Die Hard Drive Day. I know he's had events there in the past on the third Wednesday, or I keep saying Wednesday, the third Saturday of the month, but this is the first that we actually have named it as Die Hard Drive. It is going to remain that name. I think it's a perfect name for this because it is the Die Hard Drive, the drive we all have for making the mission happen and to perpetuate forward. This is an ideal time to be there in person and do something. So at some point I will be able to make my trip down there. And ironically, I was hearing a chainsaw in the background when that video actually took place. That's what I want to do. I want to get down there and help with some of the trail maintenance, with some of the down trees that are on the property, because there's 20 acres there. 20 acres of land, which is such an amazing thing. I know that is one thing that I can actually give to the mission, is to be there and to help with some of the things out on the property, with managing some of the trees and whatnot that's out there, and helping to manage the trails. I look forward to the day that I can get there and make my dent in what's going on. There's a lot of opportunity there. I think if you know anybody who's a member of any kind of a civic organization, any volunteer club, I'm thinking Lions, Kiwanis, Rotary, Optimus, you name the organization, there's opportunity for your group to say, hey, here's an opportunity for us to get together and pitch in and make a difference at this location on an upcoming day. It doesn't have to be on that day. If there's a better day for your group to come out, I think we can help and make that happen. But this is something that whether you're with an organization or if you're a single person, if you are a couple of people, if you're a family, if you're a student group, if you name it, here's an opportunity to actually make a difference and feel good about what you have done for Project Die Hard. The door's open. You just have to show up and do something. Do something. Who knows what that is? It could be just an unlimited number of possibilities. So we can tailor things to what your talents are. We also have needs. You saw right on that video that the need this past weekend was to get those posts, to get that wood, to get those in position on the property there. That was the need. I'm not sure how far it got. Actually, let's go back to Facebook and see if we can get any clues as to where we ended up. So it says right on here, when you ask Die Hard 6, he will say, only the best will do for my brothers and sisters. Here's a better explanation. Join us and help bring hope to veterans. Check this out. I'm going to make it nice and big. At Project Die Hard, all paid positions begin as volunteer roles because the organization is deeply rooted in its mission to serve veterans through faith-based, community-driven support. This approach reflects several core principles. Here we go. Reasons behind the volunteer first policy. Mission alignment. Project Die Hard is a faith-led 501c3 nonprofit focused on helping veterans rebuild their lives. Starting as a volunteer ensures that individuals are genuinely committed to the mission before transitioning into paid roles. Trust and dedication. By volunteering first, candidates demonstrate their dedication, reliability, and alignment with the organization's values. This is especially important in a nonprofit serving vulnerable populations like veterans. Resource stewardship. As a nonprofit, Project Die Hard likely operates with limited funding. It does. Prioritizing volunteers helps maximize impact while ensuring that paid roles are filled by those who have already proven their value. Our community culture, this model fosters a culture of service through humility, reinforcing the idea that everyone, regardless of title, is there to serve the veteran community. If you're considering getting involved, email us. Here's the email address to use: volunteer@projectdiehard.org. That is something that you can do right now. If you want to just find out more, all you have to do is send a note to that email address, volunteer@projectdiehard.org. Send a note and say, hey, I'm curious. What can I do? Or you can say, hey, I've got the skill set. Here's what I can do. Where can you use this? Or really, the opportunities are unlimited. I know tomorrow morning there's a small group of us getting together at 8 a.m. to learn more about the CRM that has been donated to be able to utilize. What is that? CRM. It's a contact resource management program. I'm familiar with that concept. I know I've worked with them before, but it's been a long time. I'm going to be showing up tomorrow morning to get some training so that I can utilize that particular program that we have so that we can become more efficient and that we can utilize this awesome resource that we have so that we can, as a group, be better organized and keep track of the projects. It's one of those things. As we get more people involved, there are going to be more details to keep track of, more projects taking place within the organization. Even when you consider the facility itself, there's going to be project management that's going to need to take place for the construction that will happen in the near future, for needs on the ground at the site there, for things not on site. We have veterans that are coming to Project Die Hard looking for support, looking for guidance, looking for whatever their need might be. They're coming, and we need to be able to have we have a lot of resources in hand now. We need to be able to share those resources and keep track of what is needed as we move forward with people. And I'm excited for this opportunity to know more and to learn more about how we will be able to track that so that we can be as efficient as possible. Because I don't need to waste my time. We don't need to waste your time. We need to use our time wisely and be able to support our veterans in the process. Let's see. Okay, here was that report. So from last Saturday, when the first Project Die Hard Drive event took place, it's right on here. It says Die Hard 6 reported 0 volunteers as of at 10:21 a.m. on location. So that there was a reach out for more to come, and in the end, nobody came. We didn't have anybody there. I'm sad to say that nobody showed up last Saturday to help. It says right on here, so the lights are on. I heard 6 was there for your questions. And I'm here to say, can you be there next month? Go ahead and mark your calendar now. I believe the date was November the 15th. That is the third Saturday. What are you doing that day? Can you be there? Show up, be there, meet Brian in person, see the facility. Even if it's just to be there to see the location, why not? Go ahead and get there and make a difference by showing up. That's step one. Yesterday it was posted on here that God's plan has blessed this mission, found us worthy. Check this out. Just so you know, Forward Operating Base Rush was donated in 2020. So it's been there now for 5 years. And this is just the first location. There's what's going to happen at that location includes, just as a reminder, I know we mentioned this already, but skill training, counseling, therapies, and traditional housing for veterans. We will eventually have room for 12 single and 2 with families. We look forward to the day that we can say, yes, the doors are open for that part of the mission. Our veteran education programs are verified through SIU, Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. We've got a wonderful contact there that I'm way overdue for reaching out to say hi and see where we're at and what we can do to keep that moving forward. We have a need, veteran skills programs. That is something that we are looking to get an organization in that position where the veteran skills programs can be verified by, I don't know who that's going to be. It says right on there, to be determined. Our part of the Great Commission is facilities, where our ministry and resources can join us in providing skill training, counseling, and traditional housing to veterans at no cost. That's a big piece of this too. We are not going to be charging our veterans for what they do as they come in here. So we need to talk. We need to make that happen. We need to do some planning. What can you do to help with that? As the kingdom grows, our heroes find hope. Our veterans' lives are saved, and we can make a difference. So do you want to volunteer? Can you be a patron? What is your calling? What are you going to do in this mission? The more who see, the faster it's built. So come on down and check it out. See the location. Oh, here. I like this. There's pictures here. There's pictures of what the facility looks like. There's an aerial view of the grounds. There's a pond there. I hear there's fish in the pond. I want to go see. Here's a picture of the interior. We have a facility there. There's part of the facility is ready to go. There's a meeting space. There's a meeting room. There's a wonderful covered area outside. I look at that, I'm seeing a park. To me, that looks like a great space for events to take place outdoors. There's a nice shelter. From Luke 3:11, he answered and said to them, "He who has 2 tunics, let him give to him who has none. For he who has food, let him do likewise." We need to share our blessings with those who help bring hope to heroes. The blueprint is in place. We have a blueprint for the facility. We need to go ahead and make that difference. We need the volunteers. We need the money. We need to be able to do that and come together so that we can build the sleeping quarters. That's what's left. We need to do that piece. Okay, Crossroads Lawn and Garden of Benton, Kentucky. 9 a.m. They are going to be on location here. If you are looking for a chance to see the facility, show up on November 1st at 9 a.m. Brian's going to be there, as is Crossroads Lawn and Garden. They're going to be doing their videoing of their 2-minute commercial, their 2-minute piece that is going to be going out through On the Mark TV, through nonprofit TV, through the disability channel. The recording of their video is going to take place that morning. So here's your opportunity to come and meet them, meet Brian, and see what's happening. Let's see, Military Officers Association of America in Paducah, Kentucky, the Four Rivers chapter has taken the task of developing the mission's standard operating procedures. Huge thanks to the Military Officers Association of America and the Four Rivers chapter, because that is a big piece. Any organization needs standard operating procedures in place, and from what I've been told, this is exactly the right group to take on that task. So amazing, huge thanks. God bless the group for agreeing to take that on. That's I am not in a position to be able to do that. That is not my skill set. So here we need to go ahead and see. I haven't clicked on this yet. What we were just saying, November 1st, 9 a.m. That is when the group is getting together there. I just said what it is. Crossroads Lawn and Garden. They're going to be there at 9 a.m. There's an event that has been created through Facebook. You know what you can do with events? Check this out. You can click on it. Hey, I'm going to make sure you can still see what I'm seeing. Yep, you can. Okay, so go to the event. You can click right here that you're interested. You can click that you're going. You can invite others. It is so easy to go ahead and utilize the tools that are in front of you to just go there. And if you know people in the area, boom, you click that invite button and it brings up your contact list, and you can just boom, 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 click on people that you think might be interested in this, and you can invite them. It is such an easy thing to do. That is the the wonders of what we have at our fingertips. And just posted today, this is going to allow us to better explain God's plan to those who are coming. Again, this is promoting the November 1st event at 9 a.m. So come on down to Forward Operating Base Rush, and you will, it says 6 physically able individuals willing to give some time. 2 more of these, you see the frame here? 2 more of these need to be put in place. So we're looking for 6 people who can come on down and help out at that date and time. Again, November 1st at 9 a.m. So please come on down. Email us at volunteer@projectdiehard.org and see what you can do to help out on that day. And I'm popping back in here and I'm seeing that Kurt is in the background. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on in here to join the conversation. Hey, Kurt. And I might have gotten him off doing other things as he was waiting for me to notice that he was here. How you doing today? I've hardly said hi to you. Welcome. What's going on in your corner of the world? I was just going through all these updates that have been posted on Facebook, and I'm guessing you may have a few as well. What is going on by you that you are looking to share tonight? I think we have a little time delay in our in what we're doing here. Just gonna give the computer a moment to catch up. Not sure if it's on my end or on Kurt's. I'm actually not hearing you yet. Sorry, I'm trying to give the computer just a moment to catch up. So as soon as you're able to start talking on here, go right ahead. I'm trying to just open that door for that to happen, but technology is the thing, right? I'm gonna pop over to see if anybody has. So if anybody is able to go ahead and chat with us, that's an option. Not sure if that's an option. That is an option. So feel free to do that, and I will keep an eye on that. I do want to go ahead and pop in a couple things here. We have. Now I know this is from when we did fill the can, but and the QR code is on here, and that is still an opportunity to donate to the mission. It's not actually the official fill the can time right now, but you know what? I'm here without Brian. I'm breaking the rules, so don't tell him. But tell him by actually scanning that QR code and making a donation tonight. You're hearing all these wonderful things that are happening. A lot of the pieces that are the biggest need right now really does come from needing that financial support. So I know I'm getting to be a broken record here with that, but that's okay. It's because that's the real deal. Go ahead and scan that code and make a donation tonight. You know what I really want to do is blow Brian's socks off by having some donations come in right here, right now during this podcast. So that's my wish. Kurt, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Is the sound coming through okay?
We gotcha.
All right. So it's a good thing that Amazon's World Servers, AWS, is working for us to do Restream. We had things with other involvements where Restream and our team wasn't working, but here we are with Project Diehard, and the world is working in our favor, and we're happy you're here working in our favor as well. So again, Sue talks about the broken record. Like, follow, share, subscribe, pray, share, volunteer, donate, become a patron. It's whatever you can do. This deck initiative, there is a role for everyone. Even if you're a person that feels swamped, you're really saying no to extra involvements or anything. Like I say, this is something that, in the history of humankind, this has never, ever, since the beginning of this planet, has ever been in the correct direction. So this is a chance for you to be a part of history in the making with humankind and to be a part of the solution. Just be in favor of what we're doing here with the mission, spreading hope to veterans, saving the lives of veterans from suicide. So the story with me has been going to adaptive water skiing events a dozen years ago out of Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. And that is where I saw with the Aqua Nuts that there were veterans coming to water ski. And it was my getting to being able to network with those water skiers, also veterans, to start to learn about what I had been missing. So I'm 53 years old. So I'm telling you a story about when I was 41. And so for the first 4 decades of my life, I never realized the significance of my role in the business of all of our veterans. And so the idea is there is a veteran community out there. There is a network of veteran services. There's a directory of all sorts of veteran nonprofits and veteran agencies. There's a lot out there, no doubt. And I think it's really deceiving, like the expression of you can't see the forest for the trees. The idea is that there is an insurmountable number of veterans out there who are caught in the web of loneliness, isolation. The largest healthcare crisis known to humankind is social isolation. So we are talking about churches, temples, synagogue, mosque, all of the faith spaces, faith practices, taking a look at where there's an opportunity there for our veterans and to church, that was part of the story in the a year ago, is learning about church hurt. And I'm like, really? I just keep learning about new little twists and turns, another dagger right in through the soul of our veterans, and so a lot of people hearing it, like Sue and I hear, there's this experience of, we had nothing to do with that problem going to our veterans. But on the other side, we can be a part of the solution, and you are needed. That is the reality. You are needed to be a part of this solution. So we're looking at other nonprofits, to look at like all nonprofits that exist. How are we doing to have veterans volunteering? How are we doing having veterans volunteering in all nonprofits? And then we look at, like with Southern Illinois University. Sue here works at Carroll University is her employer. We have government roles. We were talking last week about the Veterans Service Office and Veterans Service Office, in Waukesha County, Wisconsin, as it was all VSO, Veterans Service Officers across the nation, that there is an obvious emphasis in, making sure that we have as grand a response as possible to help our veterans quickly determine qualify for or not, and have those off that more than anything else. And we have our business community. We celebrate our veteran businesses, our veteran-owned businesses. Have the opportunity for all the. That's really where the magic happens. Like I was talking about water skiing. I used to be in the golf business. Years in the golf business, I never really ran for honoring veterans. Never really gave, and it never had a veteran discount. Never had a veteran organization outing. None of that. There's no doubt that I come from a lived experience in what it is to have a disconnect in myself and the veteran community. So once I was able to determine that and able to see the significance of me, in the team, to really rally the troops and the common folks that are home. I'm looking at the entire homeless community, everybody that has home insecurity, stayed the lost life to the demons of suicide, his family. We look at veterans all around the world. We have U.S. veterans in a lot of the countries, perhaps most all the countries all around the world. But for sure here, coast to coast, Alaska, we look at whatever we are between and 400 million people across our country. What are we doing? We have an upheaval in education, in healthcare, and all the things going on in the country. We want to make sure that our veterans are not being shuffled. We want to make sure of how the business of our country works for our veterans, and what we are doing, voice as a citizen. What we're doing with, like Sue is showing, social media. Obviously it's a very recommended, approach to plug into our Facebook page and, visit all our social media. Go to projectdiehard.org. Think of who's around you and ask yourself, I know about Project Diehard. If that is something you do daily, consider who you can share this mission with That would be absolutely fantastic. And think about what you do for fun. When you go out for entertainment, when you go out in community spaces, when you go to a golf outing, or in a bowling league, whatever it is. Ask yourself, with the 100 people doing that thing, where are our veterans? 100 people and there's no veterans. That means there's 0% veteran participation. So let's try to get our veteran participation up to 10%. So basically in all groups of 100 people, let's make sure there's 10 veterans in there to really be the measure and the metric that our veterans are included. Because until we do that, we're never going to understand. Because it took me talking to veterans to get me here. It took me having that predisposition that when I was on a Facebook from a friend, Happy Neighborhood Project, being on a Facebook Live interview, and then, oh, Kurt, we have another guest. And I was surprised. I thought I was the only thing in the show. And then here, the guy who is waiting so patiently for Kurt Roscoff to stop talking like I'm talking now. And Brian Gibson, a veteran founded organizing veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to be listening. And I listened to Brian, and Brian and I were able to connect after that live stream. And I committed to be an ambassador with this mission. Visited for 1 hour after that live stream. This is what it takes. It takes communicating. That's what this podcast is all about. We're communicating to you that we have this need. We need you. We need you to help me to get the next one. We need to have it that Kurt and Sue Roscoff don't have to be the only ones on the screen for Mission Monday podcast. Can you help me with that? Sue, what are we going to do to rally the troops to get a third one on the screens? So it's not just the Roscoff's Manor broadcasting for Mission Monday. What other thoughts do you have, Sue?
Well, I do know that we have a great guest joining us next week. I should have brought that up. I promised early on I was going to make a mention, and then I did not actually do that yet. Let me pull up a couple of details about her. Her name is Dawn, and she is a student at SIU. Here we go. Okay, so she's a PhD candidate in population health and at Southern Illinois University. She's at SIU Carbondale. You saw earlier with what we were talking about that they are a partner with us. So she happens to be a PhD student at their university in population health, and her dissertation research focuses on moral injury and resilience among female military veterans in the United States and internationally. Moral injury can present differently from PTSD and is too often overlooked in veterans' experiences in service. Her survey aims to improve screening tools and expand support for female veterans navigating these challenges. She says she recognizes that faith often plays an important role in how veterans make sense of moral injury and seek healing. She is Jewish, and the moral traditions that she grew up with have made the uniqueness of moral trauma especially meaningful to her. She was saying she'd be honored to join our podcast and share about this research, invite participation, and to raise awareness of female veterans' unique experiences. She's joining us next week. Her name is Dawn Roberts, and again, she is a PhD candidate at SIU Carbondale. I cannot be more pleased to have her joining us here next week, where she can talk to us more about this wonderful topic that she's challenged with doing her PhD dissertation on. It's a tough one. I praise her up and down for all that she's doing to make a difference in this and bringing light to this topic that is going to be honestly, it's a new one for me, that there is this take on there's not just PTSD but moral injury. I'm very intrigued to hear more about this, and we can all be enlightened together. So join us here next week to find out more from Dawn about what her research all involves. I know we are coming up on the end time here with our podcast, and you know how we always end. We do like to share our mission or our word of hope to our veterans. I'm going to go ahead and start this time because I can hear our wonderful, we all love companionship, right? We have a great dog in the house here, and she's being very vocal upstairs right now. So I'm going to start this time and just remind everyone that God is not done with you yet. There's that wonderful song by Torrin Wells that I get that line from. I totally steal it from that wonderful song he's created. Please look that one up if you haven't heard that before. God's not done with you yet, and you're here for a reason. What is that reason? It might just be to be here with us and to participate with us and plug into what's going on with Project Die Hard. I don't know what your story is. I can only worry about mine. We all have our own story that we are working on, and what's yours? I want to know more about yours. Kurt, I'm going to pass it over to you. What is your word of hope for our veterans tonight?
Okay, so the word of hope, obviously hope is a word there, but I'm going to add the word love because, well, I don't think it's about because like it has to be explained. I take it to be something very obvious. So, like Sue said, we don't know your story, your circumstance, what's happening to you, for you, around you, about you, in terms of what you've done, what you may feel in falling short or whatever it may be. But the idea is what we're spreading here is hope, and we spread hope because we love you. Kurt Roscoff loves you because we need you. That's what I've always said. I could use your help. This podcast is here to, have you share of whatever, join the conversation, have whatever contribution that you may want to, if you want to. And we're here as a nonprofit, ready for you to, serve your brothers and sisters, your fellow veterans, if you would so choose. And, we're here to let you watch and listen to us as non-veterans. Sue and I both are not veterans, so this is our crusade, is to, get you into these, into this circle of love here that, we're rallying the troops of our nation, all citizens, our civilians, everyone in our country that is not a veteran, to rise up and to be a part of this veteran issue, because a veteran issue is an issue of every citizen or every occupant of our country, and we are looking to pull this together, with you, through you, and, so it's one day at a time. It's October 20th, and I say a little bit of a fun side of this. I say, Guten Kurt. Here I am as serving the good. We have a friend, Barry Shore, barryshore.com, our ambassador of joy. And Sue just enjoyed a live stream from him where he's getting a heart procedure. So he created an acronym with HEART. And Sue, what is the acronym for HEART? Do you remember?
I was afraid you were going to ask. I'm trying to remember what it was now. I don't have it in front of my head right now.
Oh, that's all right. Let's just. Yeah, well, that's all right. I think the bottom line here is we have people in their own genius, creativity, innovation, and imagination. We are reworking this world. Over the weekend, we were working with Savan, who is somebody who has had a calling, and through meditations and just paying attention to the universe, has put together something called Love and Life liberation. Love and life liberation. So let's just for what I'm saying here, let's end on that because I think that falls into what Project Die Hard is doing. Love and life liberation. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kurt. When you were saying what you did before, what came to my mind is, did you notice the address where Fob Rush is? It's Haven of Love Drive. Does that not speak volumes in itself? So again, you're here for a reason. Come on and join us in this mission. Reach out, share this mission, pray for the mission, volunteer for the mission, and become a patron of this mission. We'll see you back here next week, same time, same place. We are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central. And next week, you'll get Brian back, and you'll also get a wonderful guest joining us. Be sure to tune in. We'll see you then.